What is going on, guys? How is everybody doing? Forza Milan, and Forza Milan. How is everybody doing wherever you are around the world? Welcome to Milan News, guys. Today we have some very interesting topics to talk about. Antonio's here. How is it going, Antonio?
I'm doing very well, Roy. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. Antonio, are you excited that CDK is now official? I think he's going to be signing right now, but he's a Milan player, 100%, right?
Yes, he is. So we actually have a bunch of videos that we're going to show you guys, but the latest video from all of the Italian or AC Milan journalists in Milano shows that Ketelaere actually just arrived at Casa Milan like 15 minutes ago, and so he's probably signing right now, doing all the media stuff, and hopefully tomorrow he should be with the team and he gets announced. But it looks like that's all happening right now at Casa Milan, so I'm very excited.
Yes, absolutely. First thing we're going to look at is the shirt number. Ketelaere has chosen his number, and it will be number 90, just like his number one rival, Lukaku. So very interesting. Both Milan players from both teams, number 90. We'll see who will win this duel this year. Go ahead.
Both Belgians as well.
Both Belgium, wow. A lot of Belgian presence in Italy, right? Lukaku, Ketelaere, Origi, Salamakers. Not bad. Milan News are reporting that Ketelaere will join Milan for 32 million fixed plus 3 million bonuses was accepted, and as part of the club, Bruges will also receive 12.5 on the profit of a possible future resale. The 21-year-old landed in Milan last night, welcomed by Renato, by several cheering fans, and he will undergo medicals, which he has already, by the way. According to Sky, he has chosen the number 90 shirt. So there you go, number 90.
Hey, Roy, I want to speak just a second about that, resale percentage. So I did read somewhere, on social media today, that what that means is, because it's a percentage of the profit of the resale, it means that you're not going to be just taking a clean 12.5% out of the total sale price that we sell them for and giving it to them. It's much less, because but the term profit basically means that, I don't really know exactly how it's calculated, but it's not out of the entire transfer fee that he will be sold for. So basically it's much less. So if we sell him for, I think, 70 million, I saw in this article today, in the future, then we'd only have to give them 4.5 to 5.5 million euros. So it's not a crazy amount, basically. So I think it's not too worrying, honestly.
No, and hopefully we don't sell him, especially if he becomes, a top player for AC Milan. What Milan needs to do and show us, the fans, and show the world that Milan is not a selling club, that Milan is a club that creates superstars and keeps its superstars in order to build, a prosperous future for the club. So yeah, it is a great detail there that you pointed out. Hopefully we don't have to sell him. And hopefully it doesn't flop, to be honest with you. Just like hopefully it doesn't flop. But speaking of how much we paid for him, check this out. So this is the most expensive deal that has been done from this current management. Check this out. Charles de Ketelaere, 32 million plus 3, so that's he goes to number 1. Rafael, 29 million point 5. We're talking about euros. Fikayo Tomori, 29.3. Theo Hernandez, 21.5. Ismail Benacer, 17. So Charles de Ketelaere automatically goes at number 1 spot as the most expensive deal this management has ever done. Maybe putting a lot of pressure on the player. We're expecting a lot from the player. Obviously, we're expecting him to be, one of the best players in Serie A if this is how much we spent for him. And also, what I want to say is that he goes in the top 10 most expensive deals that Milan's history. So a very interesting detail right there about how much we paid for him. Guys, let me say hi to chat first. What's up, Orlando Santos? Forza Milan. AJ, Forza Krunic. Lucas, what's up? Forza Milan, Ricky, Roy. Why do you think Maldini and Massara are so insistent on Sanchez? Meh, their patience is so elastic. We are going to be talking about Sanchez. If you ask me, because Sanchez is quality, and we need quality in that midfield in order to compete at the highest levels. It's very simple. You want quality midfielders if you want to be a quality team. But anyway, Antonio, show us the videos of. Let's go to Twitter and let's see what the Twitter sphere shows us regarding all the videos of De Ketelaere going in and out of the Milano, etc.
Yes. So the first video, which I'm sure all of us have already seen, I'm kind of going to go through like this in a chronological order. This is a video of him last night. This is would be for in the U.S. in the afternoon, but in Italy like right around midnight. Like basically what I said. It was like sort of 11:30 p.m. in Italy. He landed at Linate Airport, which is where like all main Milan targets actually land. And it's just a little short video. I don't think I'm going to put the volume because I don't want it to be too loud. But
yeah, you can put volume up. It's fine.
He basically just says ciao, and then he just waves at everyone. But yeah, and then I have other videos that I can pull up as well. This is actually the next video I'm going to pull up. So he arrived with his family, and basically there's a video here of his mom and his girlfriend, and I think some other people in his entourage, and they're like just like being met by a bunch of Milan fans, and this Milan fan is like a custom made De Ketelaere jersey, and they're like just looking at that. But yeah, the fan displays were very nice yesterday. His dad looks a lot like him.
That was an El Shaarawy shirt that was turned into a De Ketelaere shirt. Someone told me. Yeah.
Yeah. But he looks to be like very grounded. He is a little bit shy. Like that's what people do say about him, but he's very like humble and I think this whole thing is just really relieving for him because I don't think based on his personality he wanted the whole drama to be any longer than what it was. And he just wanted to get that move done. So I think we should be you should be very excited. I have some more videos too.
Oh, okay, no,
go ahead.
No, sure. Let's see all the videos.
This one is today, the next day, and it's him arriving at the Madonnina clinic for his medicals.
Hello, Sam. Hello. Saluto. Saluto. Aspetta, wait. Wait, wait. Sam, saluto. I don't have to call again. Is that okay?
He doesn't want to deal with Italian media.
Yeah. Well, he's pretty shy. I will say that basically like don't expect him in his like intro like interviews and stuff to be as well versed as like Origi, and even Adli was pretty good too. Adli is another one who's a little bit more quiet, but he gave good answers. I think this guy doesn't really like to speak much like with the press, so he's not going to give you like elaborate answers, I don't think. And if he does, I mean, that surprised me in a good way. But don't be expecting anything like him being super confident. But he is. He knows what he's doing on the field, so I trust him.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, that's fine. That doesn't really matter. So well, let's see how he talks. Let's see how he talks. But are there any other videos?
Yes. This next one is, I think it's just him. Let me see what it says. Oh, it's him going into his second medical, and then I have the most recent one, and that is of him going to Casa Milan, which he is at right now to sign the contract. So let me pull this up. This is just, I think, the second medical.
Andando avanti, grazie.
So, once again, just pretty simple stuff, nothing crazy, but this is kind of more for just the Milan fans who are still in disbelief and want some, video evidence. But this is him going, I think, departing or I think arriving at Casa Milan. So I'm going to play this. I think that's his family. Or this. It is nice to see, like, he is, 21 years old, but he definitely seems very grounded and, attached to his, family, and he just seems like a very, he's definitely a good person to have. I don't think he's the type of person that would ever start any locker room issues or anything. He's going to be respectful. He's going to be, listening to Pioli, looking for guidance, and I think he's going to be a good player.
Yeah, absolutely, and remember that Ibrahimovic is supposed to get him under his wing. De Ketelaere's agent used to be Ibrahimovic's teammate, and he called Ibrahimovic and asked him to, take care of him, make sure that he transitions smoothly into the team, and yeah, so I'm expecting good things from CDK. If this management has put so much trust in him and they have gone through all these hurdles to try and get him, it must mean something. Because these guys, the management today, has almost got nothing wrong. If he becomes a flop, that would be crazy. But I don't think he will become a flop. I think CDK will become an integral part of this team.
The thing is, with CDK, I was reading a lot, and it seems like we were following him for ever since I think 2019, and that's kind of when he started to break into the Bruges squad, their starting 11. And I think it's not just what he's done, but what they think he can do. Because yes, this past season, he had his most successful season. He had 18 total goals and 10 assists, so good numbers. But they were following him ever since he was younger, and I think this season, a lot of people were saying this, and I agree. If we waited one more season before we signed him, if we waited till next year, we would have had more Champions League experience, more chances to get his name out there, and I think other clubs would have, been actually placing bids, and it would have been very difficult. So I think we're jumping a little bit, jumping the gun, but trying to sort of predict his trajectory as a player, and because of that, they are fine with spending up to 35 million. Just to try to secure this.
Yeah, which isn't even that much if you compare it to what other teams are spending for talents that are on the bench the whole time, pretty much. One thing is interesting that PSG was after him as well, or was inquiring about him. But according to a report that had come out a few days ago, what really convinced him to join Milan was Maldini's voice. When the godfather of football talks to you, you listen. Let's go to chat. Forza Milan, RossonARI TV. What's up, guys? If you have not liked the stream, what are you waiting for? Smash that like button. Make it red and black. The goal today is 100, so let's get those likes up. Come on, guys, let's do it. Paul KB, what's up, my friend? How you doing? CDK, Forza CDK, welcome to the best club in the world. 100%. Milanisti don't sleep. Oh my God, Maldini has given us insomnia. How are people pulling up the airport at that time? No, it was midnight, right? Some people are saying that they wanted to see more people there. That journalist was annoying. True, journalists can be very annoying. Do you think he's going to play against Udinese or not? I don't think he's going to start against Udinese. I think it's too soon for him to be starting against Udinese, but maybe he's already ready, because one thing that we have to consider is that he has been doing the preparation for Bruges all this time. So he has been training, and the Jupiler League in Belgium has already started. So the Belgians are in a more advanced position than us when it comes to match fitness and being ready for the season. So theoretically, he should be ready to play. Whether or not he's going to start right away in the first game, I would guess no, but I'm pretty sure we are going to see him against Udinese, whether it's going to be from the bench or from the beginning. Since CDK get to Milan, Laird has been right. Laird is on holiday, guys, pimping it up, dude. He is pimping it up. He is having a good fun. He's having fun. So yeah, no war streams until Laird comes back. We do have a stream tomorrow, guys. Open live tomorrow. Antonio is going to be hosting that. Antonio, what time are you going to be doing that?
So I haven't decided exactly on the specific hour, but it should be in the evening in the U.S., so it's kind of late for people in Europe. So I apologize if you guys won't be on. But I think I'd say a safe bet would be 8 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. So that would be 6 hours ahead for most of Europe, or 5 hours in England, and then 3 hours behind for Western United States, California.
Yeah, and we have a lot of subscribers from Indonesia, so that's in the morning in Indonesia, so a lot of people would probably tune in for that. So watch out for that. But Laird will be back with his streams maybe in just before the Campionato starts. Cannot wait to see him play an AC Milan shirt. Sempre Forza Milan. If I am Brahim Diaz, I will find my way out of Milan. No way will Pioli prioritize him, a Real Madrid player, over our own player. Now that is a really good point that Nonso has. I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking, who are the players that are on loan today? Because we own every single player that is on AC Milan except for one, and that is Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz today is the only player that is on loan, which is a big difference from last year. We had a lot of loanees, we have a lot of loans. So now the team is ours. It literally belongs to us, except from Brahim Diaz. What this will mean, we shall see. We shall see. Hopefully, Brahim Diaz can be can bring value to the team. We need everybody to be at their maximum. So hopefully, Brahim Diaz will have his part. Nathan, what's up, my friend? How you doing, sir? Ali, guys, and potentially Ziyech coming. We don't have much on Ziyech today, right, Antonio? There's really nothing about Ziyech. I think we're thinking that might happen towards the end of the Mercato, if it happens, correct?
Yes, that's what I read today, was that if it does happen, it's going to be like a last-minute opportunity. And because right now we have two other positions that we really need to address, and until then, everything else is just an extra, so we have to see.
Mr. Carlo Moretti, Fratello Rossonero, how you doing, sir? How is it going? If we get Ziyech, we might just win UCL, long shot. Wow, that's good. Whatever mid would you want if we don't get Renato Sanchez? Good question, and we're going to get into that soon. Let's leave that for later, because we are going to talk about Renato Sanchez. We do have...
Actually, some more of his news came out just now, that I saw, but we can talk about that. Nothing major, but...
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, we are going to have a little segment on Renato Sanchez. Do you think we will do better in Champions League this season? Yes, I think we will, and I think we have to. We have to go through the group stages. Right, Antonio? We have to go through the group stages.
Yeah, as a pot one team, we have to, because like we saw and analyzed on one of the streams, which, by the way, guys, we will have a lot of UCL content coming out, on the channel, and also Serie A content soon. But back to the topic, we were analyzing the different teams in pots 2 and 3 and even 4, And pot 2 has a lot of big teams that can give us problems, like Liverpool, Barca, things like that. But pot 3, we should be able to beat all those teams, even though they are difficult. And then same thing with pot 4. So we should progress either as first or second in our group theoretically, but that's just depending on what happens. What about injuries? So we'll see. But we have better depth, so we must this season strive to do better. We have to improve every year, so that's what our trajectory is.
Hey guys, if you have not smash that like button. Do it for the RossonARI family. And if you're not, subscribe to RossonARI TV, guys. We do the news segments every day, but we do watch-alongs, we do post-matches, we do open lives, we do discussions, debates. During the summer, we stream the games. So, guys, welcome to the family. Subscribe. Click that sub button. Why are you a Milan fan? Because Milan is the best team in the world. Very simple. Very simple. As simple as that. I kind of felt bad because of the Noah Lang interest instead of trying to get ZH and CDK. Hold on. ZH and CDK, we could have gotten CDK and Noah Lang just for the chemistry. Yeah, but we have Leao there. We have Rebic there. I mean, yeah, of course, the more the better. But it's difficult to manage all these talents and have so many of them sit on the bench. So I think as long as we have Rebic and Leao, that left wing is good. I wouldn't add anyone there. But I definitely understand what you're saying. Noah Lang and CDK have done well, for sure, together. There's definitely that chemistry. I don't know. What do you think, Antonio? Do you think Noah Lang would have been a good operation at this point?
He could have been a good operation. The problem is that on the left wing, where he mainly plays, we already have Rebic and Leao. And even in the forward area, I mean, yes, you could say he can play cam, but then we're crowding the cam position as well now. So, I mean, unless you want him to play right winger, but I don't think he's played there before, it kind of is a little bit, it doesn't really make too much sense. But yeah, I think Noah Lang is a good player, and it would have been nice to have him. But right now, I think we should focus on other positions, personally.
Yeah. Hi, Roy. How do you guys think about CDK playing the role of Dybala, free roaming? Well, I think he is going to do a lot of interchanging with the players. We don't really have a free roaming players in our team. Everybody is very, all the movements, all the interchanges are very, calculated. It's a very well organized old machine. I mean, there's a lot of improvisation amongst each other, but I think, guys, he's going to play that cam role, and within that cam role, you're going to see him all over the place. But I don't know yet, because some people think he's going to play right wing. Some people think he's going to play center forward. So, for example, Laert is convinced he's going to play center forward. I think he's going to play cam. Some other people I heard say he's going to play right wing. Let me know what you guys think in chat. We have a poll there. Vote. Let me know what you think. So a lot of us, like me, still have to discover this player and see what he's all about. Okay, guys, let's go to the fact that he's a youngster, right? And I want to show you something very interesting about our team. Yeah, by the way, thank you for your correction. Bakayoko is also on loan. So Bakayoko and Brahim Diaz are the only two players on loan. I want to show you this really cool thing here. This image with all our players, all the youngsters. So look at how young our team is, and this is not even all of them. So you have Kalulu 22, Calabria 25, Benacer 24, Magnan 27, Leao 23, Pobega 23, Tomori 24, De Ketelaere 21, Tonali 22, Adli 22, Origi 27, Hernandez 24. Put Salamakers in there as well, 22, 23. Put Brahim Diaz in there as well. I think he's the same age, 20, 23. Put Gabia in there, 21, 23. So it's crazy. If we get the young defender Ndika, he's 22, also 23. Yep, so we have a super young team, and we have the youngest team in Italy. Guys, I don't think there's no team in Europe that has such a strong team of youngsters. Our future looks great. What do you think, Antonio?
Yeah, I think, if you look at the ages, we have kind of the perfect core, because they're all, within, 3 years of each other, mainly. So they're all in, they're still entering their prime. I think Magnan is basically, he's pretty much in his prime, but it's, the beginning of his prime, so he's going to retain that for many years, especially as a goalkeeper. Origi, he should be in his prime, so we'll see what he can do. But, yes, all of these players are very young, and they're all going to grow together, and they're all developing like exponentially. So it's very exciting as a Milan fan. Listen. I was talking about this earlier. I'm looking at other teams in Italy, and our project I think is by far the best. Like we know what we're doing. We know what to expect. We know that every year we should be looking to improve at least slightly, even though it's going to get harder and harder. And our players they just keep getting better. And even the way we play, I think Pioli's trying to understand the best way to play with these midfielders. He's dictating our signings a little bit more with, I think, more versatile midfielders. So I think we're getting more and more of what, our own identity, and we're still figuring it out. But I think that we're going to do great things in the future, and I'm more optimistic.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a super cycle that Milan is about to create and is creating. It has already started. We already won the Scudetto. Some people, it's almost like it's easy to forget, but we just won a Scudetto, and these players here are incredible. So young. I've never seen anything I've been following football for decades. I have never seen a young team like this be so good. So it's crazy how good this team is, and the project itself. Also, you were talking about this project being the best in Italy. Another thing that has been coming out in the reports these few days is that Milan is the only team in Italy that has the ability to dash out cash, 35 million, without having to sell anybody. So Milan financially, this market, even though it seemed like given birth by the way it's going. But we are the only team that has the ability to dash out cash without selling players, without having to do any sacrifices. Okay, we did lose players on amortizations, on wages, contracts, about 50 million.
Right, but we also have to pay wages and increase our wages, so that I think that money is mainly going to go to that. Like even to Ketelaere, even though we cut his wages a little bit, we still have to give him like over 2 million, I think, a year. So, we still have to, I think those are going to mainly go to like increasing our wage, like salary limits a little bit. Hey, Roy, also, can I shout someone out in the chat real quick? Just really briefly. Michael Talks Football. What's up, man? Actually, I was on another channel yesterday, like a Man United channel, Red Devil Studio, and I saw Michael there. So thank you guys for coming on, and we like talking a lot about general football stuff as well, so we really appreciate all different fans representing all different teams, so thank you for coming on. And really quick answer to this, we're going to talk about Sanchez soon. I think it's a little bit more optimistic, and if not, there's another midfield target that is looking like the plan B to Sanchez. We'll bring that up soon. All right, Roy, where should we go next?
All right. Just to finish off this segment here with our youngsters and the Ketelaere, just to show everybody the numbers. So Milan's average, ads. Sorry, guys. All right. Milan's average squad age was 25.8 year last season for the Scudetto win, and has now lowered again with the two aforementioned signings, which is Divock Origi and CDK. Juventus' average in 21-22 was 26.8, and that of Inter was 28.9. Inter have signed the 33-year-old Henrik Mkhitaryan and 29-year-old Lukaku, while Juventus have turned to Paul Pogba, who's 29, and Angel Di Maria, who's 34. So different strategies, and it's working for us. It's working for us much better. Financially healthy and competitive. We can't ask for more. We really can't ask for more. So once again, bravo Maldini, bravo Massara, bravo Gazidis, bravo Milan. Bravo Milan.
Yeah, a lot of good chats, by the way.
Yeah, let's go to chat. Roy, do you agree with me that if it would be better for us to move Rebic to the striker position and move Salamakers to the left wing, and we can explore the option to have CDK at the right wing? Honestly, Majideen, I cannot give you any of my assumptions or speculations regarding CDK because I have not seen this guy play yet. When I see him play, I can give you a better answer. So right now, I would just be guessing. But I do like Rebic as striker. I think Rebic as striker has worked really well in the past. Shout out to Michael Talks. I mean, have you seen him play any full... I think you saw him play full games, right? Didn't you see him play full games?
Wait, which player? Rebic?
CDK.
Oh, the Ketelaere. I did see a couple of his Champions League games, yes. And I actually did give, like, sort of what, my little rundown of what I noticed on a previous stream. But... he can play. I don't know if I would want him as center forward because he's not as, even though he's a big target and he's tall, he's not as like physically dominant. I would say like he doesn't just get that space and command that sort of respect yet. I think he's much more of like a technical player that can use height to his advantage and can shield the ball. But I don't think he's necessarily the best target man. Yeah, that's just my opinion.
Got you. AJ says, effing lies. Fake news from Milan News, he says. We just can't effing sell players. Just look at Samuel Balotelli, Gabbia. We want to sell, but are unable. First of all, we don't want to sell Gabbia. We want to put him out on loan. And Samu Casillo, we did try and sell him, but Samu Casillo actually helped us win the Scudetto. I mean, those 3 points that he helped us secure against Verona were a slice of the pie of the Scudetto. And also Kessia in the end helped us win the Scudetto. So in the end, we had to make those difficult decisions. But there is truth in the fact that this Milan has had to struggle when it comes to selling players. I mean, that is not a lie. That is definitely the truth. And something that we've all criticized. But, you know, everything can't be perfect, you know? There's always going to be a stain somewhere. But I think the majority of the canvas is very nice, clean, and it's been operated very well, very well. So I cannot be complaining. What is your opinion when we were talking about Zaniolo? I freaking love the prospect of us getting Zaniolo. I have a gut feeling that we might go for him towards the end of the Mercato or January. But I'm a fan, and I would love to see Zaniolo in a red and black shirt. So, yeah, that is my opinion. What about you? What do you think about Zaniolo?
So I've said this before. I think he's a good player, but he's extremely overpriced in my opinion. I don't think he's worth anywhere near 50 million. I think he's probably worth like maximum like what the Ketelaere is worth, like 30, maybe 30 million, 35. Like that's no more than that. I'm not spending like so. Roma are being very, just because they have to act like they're this super like up and coming like big club, they have to put this crazy price tag on him, and I'm definitely not convinced that we should go after him.
I agree with the price tag that you put. I agree that 35, 30 is the right. I like how Milan is not taking the bait with these super 50 million, 60 million, 70 million. No, Milan is being realistic about the players that they're getting, and they're being realistic about the prices. They do not want to spend 1 penny more than what they think a player is valued at. So I totally agree that we shouldn't be spending 40 million, 60 million on Zaniolo if we get him. I think because Milan have mad big investment in CDK, he will play him in the best position, which is Cam. Now, the other thing about him playing Cam, which to me, if you really put some two and two together, Daniel Maldini was supposedly Brahim Diaz's number 2 in the Cam role. So Maldini has left a void in the Cam role. I think CDK is coming to take that void, but obviously at a much more decisive role, because we bought CDK to make him be the first player, a key player of the team. If it was up to Roy, we'll play 6-2-1. No way, bruh. I am not that person at all. For Canberra, Ali, CDK, Brahim, right wing. We have Messias, Alexis, and possibly Ziyech on loan. We need to ship away Brahim and Alexis to make room for Renato. I would not ship away Alexis. I think Alexis Salamakers brings a lot to the team. But Brahim Diaz, we'll see what happens to Brahim Diaz. Anybody can guess. Anybody can take a guess about Brahim Diaz. All right, let's do a few more chats. And Antonio, if you have anything to say about these chats, just
Yep.
chirp in. Guys, thoughts on Juventus hijacking Napoli target Raspadori? Why does every team who finished above Juventus keep losing targets to them? Are we on the list next? Well, let me say this. Juventus needs a left-footed defender. So as long as they don't hijack that operation, I don't give a shit. Because there is one left-footed defender in the ether that I would love to have at Milan. I'm not even going to say his name, so the Juventinis don't know who I'm talking about. But Raspadori is being linked to Napoli, Juventus, and both Juventus and Napoli are trying to go for Raspadori. And also, Belotti looks like he's joining Roma on a free. So there you go. With CDK now, Origi 20. Look, guys, will Origi score more than 20 goals? I don't know. Guys, anyway, if If you have not, what are you waiting for? Smash that like button. Let's get to 100 today. Let's get to 100. And if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that sub button, guys. We do a whole lot of AC Milan content. Tomorrow, Antonio's going to be hosting open debate live, so that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do the watch along against the Vicenza game, post matches, everything, reviews of the games. Ari, the King Ari is back. Will CDK? No, already answered
Hey,
that.
Roy,
Yeah.
one point on that previous comment about Juventus, I just want to say
Yeah.
the reason why they can do this to especially players in Italy is because the teams in Italy overprice a lot of these players, and Juventus is pretty much one of the only clubs that can afford to pay these fees, considering their like revenues and their ownership. But with that being said, they're not really doing a smart thing like we are, and when we actually splash cash on a player, it's because we have a purpose. I think that's very defined, and it's very tactical, and it makes 100% sense. I think Juventus would just go for a lot of big names that look flashy, so I think it's not as sound as what we're doing. So don't be worried about Juventus, guys.
No, I'm not worried about anybody. I have a good feeling about Messias this season. I think he will be great and score 10 goals. Messias having a killer preseason, by the way. Paul, I'm not saying that CDK is going to replace Maldini. He's going to fill the void, the positional void that Maldini left. I'm not saying he's going to. I'm not saying that. Okay, quick question. We've answered this one before. Probably yes, but not from the start. That's what I'm expecting. Roy, which teams have better squads than us? Better rosters? I don't know. At this point, I like to say that Milan has the best team, but we don't have the best roster. Maybe Juve and Inter have better rosters, but we have the best team. All right, let's move on to the next big piece of news today, which was a player that we won over. We beat Juventus for this player, and this is Mancini, Tommaso Mancini, young Italian striker, part of the national team already, not the senior national team. He's doing the ranks, and there was stiff competition with Juventus, but it looks like that we got this player in the end. So very excited. Antonio, you have some highlights of him, right? Let's check out his highlights. Let's talk a little bit about this player.
Yeah, sounds good. This guy is you can see this, right, Roy?
Yes.
Yeah, this is just a game against Portugal for the Italy youth team. He plays for Vicenza, and he's a striker. So it looks like an interesting prospect for sure.
Liverpool also wanted Tommaso Mancini. One thing I've noticed about this player that technically he's very good, but he's also very good at linking the attack in the midfield. Great touches here on the one touch. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Ice Wallow Comb. Thank you very much.
Oh no, you fell for it.
I said comb.
Oh my gosh.
I did not say. Good one. But
You gotta watch some You gotta watch some like other channels.
If you're not subbed, I'm going to ban you. Very simple. Boomer Roy.
Yeah, bro, you gotta be aware of that, man.
I swallow.
No, don't.
Good one. All right. Anyway, Mancini. A good prospect. Obviously not for the senior team. 18 years old. He's probably going to be replacing Nasti from the Primavera. And Nasti, by the way, going to Lecce, right? Isn't Nasti? No, that was Colombo. Colombo's going to Lecce. Nasti going to Cosenza.
Yes, I think something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both Serie A teams. Or no, sorry, not Cosenza.
Cosenza, no, yeah. But yeah, very interesting prospect. So big teams have been going after him, which says a lot. Now, I've also seen some footage of him playing against Serie A teams as an 18-year-old, Serie B teams. He did play against Cremonese, though, in a friendly. But very good player, I think. Another good find from the Massara-Maldini tandem.
Yep. Roy, speaking of players, this is just a thought that I had, but I know we all know that Warren Bond. Oh my God, stop! I know we all know that Warren Bondo went to Monza this Mercato and is actually a free transfer. And he's an 18-year-old like sort of defensive midfielder who played in like the second division of France. So he's very young. But I look at this guy and I'm thinking like, why couldn't have we actually brought him in? I think if you're looking for a player who can come in and shield the back four and like be a rotational bench player, I think he's perfect. Like so I don't know why that didn't go through with him, but it's unfortunate. I think Monza. I think when we do our Serie A predictions, Monza's going to be a little bit interesting. So I'm curious to see how we think of them, but they look pretty good.
Yeah, Monza honestly has the roster to fight for maybe the Conference League. So I wouldn't be surprised if Monza does really well this season. Just a few details about this operation. Milan will pay 1.5 million plus bonuses to Vicenza, and the idea is that Mancini will join up initially with the Primavera, where he should get regular minutes before assessing where he is at in terms of development. And obviously, we're going to find out what will happen with Lazetic as well. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, let's see. He got his first appearance in the Serie B at 16 years old. There you go. That's crazy. At 16 years old, already playing in Serie B. That's amazing. I really like what Maldini and Massara are doing. If top management does not mess things up, I think the next 10, 20 years will be fun. I agree with you, my man. I definitely agree with you. Any final words on Mancini, Antonio?
I will say that I'm sure you're a little bit happy about this, considering that he's a young Italian prospect, and like you said, like you and Nathan said, if you guys think that we should be able to scout these players from a younger age, get them for cheap, and we can maybe see if they can grow into much better players, then I think that's what we're doing with this player. So I'm happy that at least because we do need that Italian presence. So I'm happy that we're sort of trying to do that with these signings. The key is
Yeah,
to
yeah.
find the best Italian young players for the Primavera. Because I'm going to be honest with you, in my opinion, I'm not going to get like off sidetracked, but I think in Italy we do have a little bit of a development problem right now. So we have to find the best players that are available, and they are a little bit difficult to find, I think. But hopefully he's one of them.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Let's see. Let's hope. Let's hope. I mean, he's only 18, so before we actually see how this guy develops, it's going to take a few years, maybe 2 or 3 years. So we're probably going to forget this guy's name for the next few years because he's going to be playing for the Primavera, a Primavera that needs to show a little bit of more grit because those guys have been doing very poorly for the past 3 or 4 years. So there you go. Yes, Luca. Luca went to Ajax. That's right. Scamacca to West Ham, Luca to Ajax. Correct. By the way, the Primavera team is going to be amazing next year. Hugo Cuenca, Tommaso Mancini, Leonardo D'Alessio are all great prospect. Roy's testosterone levels have massively increased since we signed the next Italian star. I don't know if he's the next Italian star. We shall see. We shall find out.
This guy, man. Wait. I bet you that guy was Lucas before on another account.
Probably. Probably. It's okay, man. I don't mind it. I don't mind the banter. All right, let's talk a little bit about Sanchez. Let's get into Sanchez because the rumors about Sanchez right now are heating up. It looks like Maldini and Massara are going in for Sanchez every day. The Milan journalists, the reporters are still talking about Sanchez. So let's see where this will lead. What do you have on Sanchez, Antonio?
So from what I read today, it looks like Sanchez is like we're actively speaking with Mendes to try to get a new agreement, and we are sort of negotiating. But the problem is, we still have to convince him because of this PSG situation, and it's not really like done and dusted. But I think it's more likely right now that because of our actual interest in Sanchez, that he comes to us because it's not like he's opposed to coming to us. He hasn't said no to Milan. He's just trying to see whether PSG or Milan he's weighing those two options. Also, my headset just died, I think, so I won't be able to hear you. But let me just finish my response and then fix that. But so basically, what we know today is, according to some low key sources, nothing on Twitter, I have heard that he wasn't at Lille's open training. So that is potentially important news. On top of that, I saw that the Gazzetta dello Sport even confirmed that Milan are planning new talks today. So we should see news later that confirms this, like yesterday, like we saw the news, but probably today we'll get it a bit later or maybe tomorrow. But I know the management is busy right now at Casa Milan with the Ketelaere, but I think they're still actively moving on to the midfield area right now. And Sanchez is one of the targets. And we're being very patient with him to answer some questions because obviously we see his qualities. We know what he can do. And I think we're trying to replace Kessia with a quality midfielder. And so he, because of his price, it's honestly a perfect operation. If the PSG thing didn't happen, this would be like basically a clear, easy deal. But this has just complicated it. But I think that Sanchez, he's a bit more of a ready player compared to some of the other targets we're looking at that with that price range because we can't afford the best, the super expensive CDMs. So, and also, I mean, central midfielders in general because he's not a CDM, but you know what I mean in that pivot role. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope this goes through.
Yeah, honestly, me too. I don't care that the thing about PSG. I honestly don't care. I don't care. If he ends up going to PSG, whatever. He ends up going to PSG. But if he comes to us, we have an incredible midfielder. One of the maybe the best midfielders in Europe. Maybe top 10 at least. Top 10. In France, they're saying that after Mbappe, he was the second best player of the Ligue 1. So, whatever. PSG is after him. Galtier, Campos, they want him. He knows them because he's won trophies with them. But we want him too. We want him too. So it's going to be a tug of war. Let's see who wins this tug of war. And if we get Sanchez, guys, I'm very confident going into the Champions League with Benacer, Tonali, Sanchez in that double pivot role, rotating. Those three rotating, that is quality, my man. And then we have Pobega that can bring in the muscle. We'll see what happens with Bakayoko. We have Krunic that can bring in the muscle. And then, you can even put Salamakers there. You can put Calabria there. Maybe we keep Bakayoko. Maybe we'll have all of these players. It doesn't matter. If we can land Sanchez, I'm not going to be complaining. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with Sanchez. This is the situation right now. Let's see. Here we go. The preference of the player is a move to Paris. We don't like to read that as Milan fans because he's enthusiastic about the idea of reuniting with his coach Christopher Galtier. However, Milan have an agreement with Lille on the basis of 15 million with bonuses included. The position of Maldini is that he wants to try until the end to get the Portuguese international. And on Monday, he spoke with agents George Mendes, who left the door slightly open. PSG at the moment are not moving, but Sanchez continues to wait for a call from them, while also aware that he will not be able to stall indefinitely because he needs a new club this summer. And the fact that he wasn't at training says a lot. It says that something is moving. Whether it is going to be with us or without us, it just means that something is moving. Were you able to fix your microphone or your speakers? I guess not yet. We'll wait for Antonio to come back. Lucas, I have no second account. Yeah, right, Lucas. Carlo De Catalario. Mancini is a big guy. Yeah, definitely. Imagine this. We get Zaniolo from Roma, then Roma goes for Ziyech. A lot of Milan fans will be pissed off. I won't. Yes, Roy and little Antonio. I think Sanchez will be a Milan player by Friday. I like your positivity. I definitely like your positivity. I hope so too. Sanchez is definitely not top 10 in Europe, never mind the world. Well, I disagree with that. I definitely disagree with that. At 25, 24, he has shown to have a lot of quality. And don't forget, guys, Milan has played against Sanchez, all right? We have played against this player, and we saw what happens. We saw what happened when we played against him. He dominated the midfield, and they beat us. So, he's shown his quality not only against top European opposition in France, in Europe, but also against us. He's showed us his quality. I will be over the moon if we sign Sanchez. Yeah, nice, Carlo. I agree. I think he is coming to AC Milan because of Leao and Magnan influence. I'm not really worried. It is true that Magnan-Leao connection is very strong, so it is a very good possibility of him showing.
I have returned, Roy.
I agreed, Roy. Milanisti are acting like he's a cretino. He's really not. If we buy him and he wants to leave, we sell him for 50, 60 million easy. I think you're talking about Sanchez, right? Yeah, Sanchez also. If we buy him for 15 million, and let's say in a few years he wants to go to PSG, he wants to go to Real Madrid, he wants to go to Barcelona, whatever, we can sell him for 50 million, 60 million, and make that money back. Sanchez is not. If you have Sanchez in the middle of his contract, he's an expensive player. He's a highly rated player. New article, Maldini meet with Sesko agent, one of Hans' favorite players. Sanchez will either be cam or right wing. It would be stupid and wasteful to play in the double pivot. Well, the reports are suggesting that they're going to use him for the double pivot. If we look at his SOFA score sheet, he did play as a defensive midfielder in during the season as well. So actually, just to show everybody, we can do that. Any other words on Sanchez?
No, like concrete updates besides that today, but hopefully we do bring him in soon.
Yeah. What do you think? I know we speak about this every day. Every day we talk about Sanchez. What do you think? So there's some people in chat that think for example, Nathan thinks he's going to play a cam or right wing. I think he's going to come to play one of the pivot roles because I think our attacking midfield line is stacked. It's stacked at this point. It looks like Pioli's using Ali on that line in the attacking midfield line. We got Leao, we got Rebic, we got Salamakers, we got Messias, we got CDK, we got Brahim Diaz. So it's stacked, maybe we can, and also you can also use him in that line. That's the thing about Renato Sanchez, is that Renato Sanchez, you can use him in all of those positions. So that is the beauty of having Renato Sanchez, that he's a very versatile player. But yeah, what are your thoughts?
I think if you're asking me how likely it is, it's hard to tell because he would prefer PSG, and also PSG did just offload a couple midfielders, so they may actually place a bid for him. But right now, we are actively trying to close it. So I think if he gets kind of annoyed by the amount of time it's taking PSG, then we can close it any day now. It just depends on if we can reach an agreement with him. But I think it's possible. And reminder that Chukwuemeka is our Plan B option. So I looked into him yesterday. He had some youth success with England in the youth system, and he plays in the Premier League. Although he's very young, he hasn't played that much, but he's still looking like a very good talent. So he's our second option.
Yeah, guys, and if you have not smashed that like button, guys, what are you waiting for? Join us. You can become a member, guys. We're going to be doing competitions for members only where you can win the AC Milan shirt. So we're going to roll that out before the beginning of next week. So guys, if you want to join RossonARI TV membership, just click that button there in the chat that is pinned. And guys, if you have not, subscribe and smash the like button. So these are the positions that Sanchez played: defensive midfielder, MC, attacking midfielder, and right. So he can play all of those positions. He has some pretty good stats. We went over them yesterday. I really like this stat: 70% successful dribbles. That is a very good stat. I love players that can dribble. Duels won, almost 50%. Ground duels won, 49%. So these are good stats. I wonder what Benacer's stats looked like in compared his defensive stats, at least. So Ismail Benacer, defensive midfield. Accuracy per game, 82%, 92%. Really good stats for Benacer here. Really good stats. 83% in opposition half. Sanchez had 77%. But look at this. Successful dribbles, 77. 56 duels won. 58 aerial duels won. So better stats than Sanchez defensively. I mean, honestly, better stats overall, and he had more games. So Benacer, guys, is quality. But Sanchez at Milan, he can bring his game way up.
Yep. I will say about Sanchez, from what I watch him, he seems to always perform well, or at least most of the time he performs well against the better teams, especially in Europe. Like this season, even though Lille was pretty terrible, based on what the season that they just won the league. They were in the UCL and they played Chelsea, and in the first knockout round, and I saw him even though Chelsea pretty much destroyed them, he was like pretty much carrying the midfield at times, jumping a bunch of players, creating space. So he looks like he really kind of activates his top form in those difficult moments. I can totally see him against like an Inter or another team, like sort of surprisingly like just dominating the midfield. That's what he can do. He has that ability if he turns it on. So I mean, if you see him play, it's hard to explain. He just has this sort of presence in that midfield area that just makes him so like such a great player when he's healthy and when he's on his best form and his confidence is up. So hopefully this happens. He was definitely confident with Galtier when Lille won 2 years ago. So hopefully with Pioli, it would work out if we do bring him in. Also, I'm seeing this debate in the chat about like what position he plays. I don't think what's it called? Sanchez is going to play on the right wing. I will say I disagree with that. I think he's going to be a pivot midfielder most of the time.
I think he can if we need him to.
Yeah.
But I want you to notice something. Notice how this is Benacer's. Oh no, this is Renato Sanchez. Okay, this is Renato Sanchez heat map. So if you look at his heat map, this is the heat map of a midfielder, not a right winger, not an attacking midfielder, not a left winger or nor a striker. This is the classic heat map of a central midfielder. Let's compare it to Benacer and Tonali. I'm expecting them to have similar, exactly. So Benacer, a similar heat map. These are the positions that your pivots want to cover. Let's see, Tonali. Oh, wait, hold on. Am I on one? My bad. This is the right one. Okay. All right, so this is Benacer's heat map right here. So notice these are the positions that he covers as a double pivot. And then I want you to look at Renato Sanchez's heat map, which is almost identical. So as you can see, these are the spaces that Renato Sanchez covers, which is more the spaces of a central midfielder. I mean, a lot of that is in the center. So you don't see him much on that right wing. You don't see him much on the left wing. You see him much more on the left side. So I'm expecting that he would be the double pivot that starts on the left, maybe. But, this heat map is much more comparable to a double pivot than a right winger. Let's see what Tonali's heat map looked like. And there it is. Let's go to the Serie A. And there you go. So very similar heat map. This is the area of the midfielder. So I would say that he's coming to be a double pivot and not a right winger. But he can be used as a right winger too, because he has played in that role before successfully too.
Yep. I think honestly, guys, I hope that Adli can still play, but I think for most of the beginning of the season, we're going to be seeing on the right wing still Salamakers and Messias. Unfortunately, for people who don't believe in Salamakers, that is looking like that's going to happen. So unless we surprisingly bring Ziyech in, but
yeah, this is Ali's heat map. So Ali as well, quite interesting. A lot of action on the left side, but he covers a lot of the field. So even Ali, if you look at this heat map, you can suggest that he can also be in that double pivot role based on how he played in France. But from what we have, as a matter of fact, he played defensive midfield and he played midfield and attacking midfield. But from what we are seeing from Pioli likes to be a little bit stubborn at times. It looks like that Pioli is using him in the attacking midfield line more so. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a very interesting season. If Sanchez comes, I mean, these are problems that every coach wants to. Every single coach in Europe wants to have a problem. Will I play Tonali, Benacer, or Sanchez today? Who should I play in the double pivot? This is a problem every coach would like to have. So let's see how this goes. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. C'est la vie. We'll move on.
Honestly, I think with the players we have, we could play so many different formations, even though I think we're going to just play the 4-2-3-1. We can like switch to a back three because we have like all of our defenders basically, besides maybe Kjaer, even though we can play a back three, are suited to a back three, like Kalulu, Tomori. If we get like Diallo or Ndika, they're perfect. We have Hernandez who can play as a wing back, I think, very well. Salamakers and Florenzi can play right wing back. We have a bunch of different midfield options. We can play a two-man striker with Leao up top and someone else, and we can play with a false nine. We can do basically anything tactically. So there's a lot of flexibility. So
Yeah,
I think
true.
we're definitely getting stronger in this sense.
Absolutely. And if we do get Ziyech, then we can even go to a solid 4-3-3 because you would have a nice balanced attack if we get Ziyech. Gavin Patterson says, I don't think Sanchez is coming to Milan. If he wanted to come to Milan, he would have done the same thing CDK did. Good point. I guess every target is going to be different. CDK definitely wanted Milan. Definitely wanted Milan. Sanchez is definitely not being the most sympathetic towards us right now, I would say. Carlos Moretti says Ziyech would be a good signing, no question, but we have 5 players who can play right wing. Yes, the Ziyech situation, it looks like it's dying out for now. Maybe we're going to see Ziyech, a pull for Ziyech towards the end of the mercato. Let's talk a little bit about Ziyech. What do we know about Ziyech today? Not much, really. It looks like, actually, there were some reports suggesting that since we have CDK, since we have Ali, it just doesn't look like Ziyech is going to be a target anymore. But yeah, what do you think about Ziyech? What do you think it's going to happen or not? What do you think? And guys, let me know also what you guys think.
I think with Ziyech, like I said before, if it does happen, it's going to be at the very end of the mercato after we address the positions we need to address. I think he's definitely affordable and he's willing to adjust his wages because that's the only thing that would make this financially difficult. The problem is, I think if we get an offer for one of our like midfielders like that are more attacking, like and wingers, so like Salamakers or someone else, and we sell them, I think Ziyech definitely comes. But until then, I don't think there's a lot of room for him. So I don't think it's likely that we're going for Ziyech. But we could just do it just to kind of surprise all the fans. But I mean, that'd be a nice Mr. X signing right there. And then look, our starting 11 would be basically perfect. So.
Yeah, 100%. As far as the defenders, there's not much talk about defenders today. Just the usual suspects, Diallo and Tanganga. Roma is also after Tanganga, but today it looks like it's Diallo and Tanganga that they're talking about. I think Diallo is the one that makes the most sense because he's left-footed. Because we need a left-footed defender, and he's very good technically, Diallo. I gotta say from what I've seen. But of course, guys, we've said it all. I think literally 99% of. Oh my God! Here we go. This is what I did not want to see, guys. This is what I did not want to see. This is exactly what I did not want to see.
Hold on. This could be fake. Hold on, let me check.
You know what? I don't know if it's fake because Juventus lost Chiellini and they need a left-footed defender. Because Chiellini is left-footed. Guys, this is going to make me very upset. Juventus have made first approach in recent minutes for Evan Ndika and are willing to pay. Oh my God, brah. Dude,
I told you. I would tell you if I saw.
Who is this guy? I'm gonna.
No, don't. It's fun. He's just banter.
Bro, I'm seriously gonna kill you, bro.
Bro, you gotta relax, man. They know you, man.
All right. No, I'm joking.
Twice.
They got me twice today, guys. Twice. Anyway, Chukwuemeka is heading to Chelsea. Mario Ramos says.
Well, it's not confirmed, but
dude, this was written really well though. Well done. Sanchez is a multifaceted player. No, okay. So as far as the defenders, as I was saying, the majority of us would like to see Ndika at Milan because he's a fantastic football player. What I think he played 4,000 minutes, something crazy like that.
Yeah, doesn't get injured.
Never gets injured. On the ball, he's fantastic on the ball. Incredible footballer. He's got the size, he's got the pace, he's aggressive, and he can get goals and assists. This is the dream signing of this mercato. Ndika would be the dream signing of the mercato. I think Milan will get a new attacker and send Lazetic on loan so he plays. Yeah, that is probable. That is very possible.
Hey, Roy, also speaking of injuries, Ketelaere is another player who doesn't really get injured much at all. Like, he had, one very minor injury, and he missed, 2 days, I think, in the past, but overall, he's been very good.
Yeah, that's also probably one of the reasons why they want this player. One of the things that Milan needs to do, which Sanchez has a history of being injury prone. Milan needs to go for these players that don't have a history of being injury prone as far as the muscles go. The muscles. Well, Sanchez does give you a little bit of that. All right, guys, let's move on to the next segment.
Okay, wait, hey guys, Carney Chukwuemeka, guys, it is true. Milan's 18-year-old midfield target has signed for Chelsea. It's just like that in one day. It looks like it's a done deal. Let me just get some confirmations on that. That is actually very interesting. In one day, all of a sudden, he signed for Chelsea. You can speak a bit while I check this, but
Okay, well, yes, Christian, honestly, I did see this. I did see that Indica about 3 weeks ago. I actually did see reports linking Indica to Juventus, or one of the players Juventus was looking at. Rugani is leaving. I think he's going to Galatasaray or a team in Turkey. So maybe Milankovic is definitely one of their transfer targets as well. Hopefully they go for Milankovic and leave Indica. I can actually think there is a chance of holding on to Lazetic and bring another attacker. All right, guys, listen, we're going to go into the last segments here. But before we do that, let's click that, let's smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. There was a question here from Vic D that I wanted to catch earlier. Here you go. Hey guys, do you think all this news that Sanchez visited Casa Milan and viewed the facilities was BS? No, I don't think so. I don't think it was BS because at that time, the operation looked like it was going to happen. But then there was this whole situation with Maldini and his contract where everything was put into stall. And Maldini said, we're starting the transfer market late. He said that they had to put a lot of things on stall. I think that issue there with Maldini and the management signing the contract slowed everything down, allowed PSG to come into the picture. At that time, also, we have to consider that when those reports were coming out, Galtier was not the coach of PSG. Maybe there was rumors about Galtier being the coach of PSG, but at that time,
yeah, at that time there was no way there were rumors. Well, I mean, there could have been a little bit, some whispers, but for the most part, it was Mourinho and other coaches that were the top, in like Zidane, that were the top targets for PSG. So I don't. Yeah, that's a good point you make, Roy.
Yeah.
Also, really quickly, Fabrizio Romano just confirmed it. So Chukwuemeka to Chelsea is a done deal.
All right, there you go. I mean, I think Chelsea has done a great operation because he looks like a great footballer. Only 18, about to turn 19, so good for them. Money talks, guys. When you have money, no room for too much negotiations. That is 100% correct. All right, let's move on to the next segment, which is about Gabbia. You know, Gabbia looks like they want to send out Gabbia on loan to Sampdoria, which obviously if we send out Gabbia... Also, guys, there's been a lot of rumors of Kjaer being sold. Have you guys been reading these rumors? Kjaer is being linked to Valencia. Kjaer has been linked to Fiorentina. There was a report that came out a few days ago saying that that the management wants to sell Kjaer. I don't know how much I believe that, but it is possible, I guess, because this team probably wants to give that position to Kalulu at this point, and maybe they don't want to have, a 33-year-old and they just want to go with all youngsters. I don't know. I don't know what to think about the Kjaer rumors that I've been seeing lately. They've been coming out in Italian media. That's right. No way we can't sell the Viking. I don't think we should. But it is interesting, these rumors I've been seeing. Have you been seeing any of these rumors, Antonio, about Kjaer possibly leaving the club?
Yes, I have, especially Fiorentina. But I don't think anything is really advanced right now. And I feel like maybe they're just concerned that he can't really be fit enough to be an option. But I think he's just getting back into it now. So that's why we're looking to invest in a defender. So maybe selling him also would help us invest in like Ndika or something. So maybe that is why they're considering it, but I don't think anything is actually, gone forward. So I think he'll be staying this year.
Yeah. I think so too. Maybe Kier has asked to leave because he knows that he won't be getting as much time as he wants. Maybe, if you want to speculate, but because Kier likes to play, he doesn't like to sit on the bench. Kier is the captain of Denmark, and he wants to play. He wants to be ready. Did they qualify for the World Cup? I think they did. So I think he wants to play, and he doesn't want to be sitting on the bench. So let's see what happens with the Kier thing. Let's see what happens with the Kier thing. But Gabbia, guys, been reported that he might be going on loan to Sampdoria, which opens the door for other defenders to come in, such as Tanganga or Diallo or Indica. Gabbia, a player that I like a lot. I like Gabi a lot. I think he's super technical as a defender. What he needs is just to play. He needs to regular football to get him to the level where he can be, a guarantee when he's on the pitch. Skillard is here. Forza Krunic. Forza top 6 with Broke Bird. No way we can't sell the Viking. Sell Krunic first. Carries to get. Is there another stream tonight? No stream tonight. No stream tonight.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, the stream is tomorrow. I don't want Kier to leave because of experience, but Kalulu had an amazing season, and Kier just came from an injury. Yeah, definitely true. Definitely true. Any words on Gabi, Antonio?
Once again, with Gabbia, it's kind of like frozen right now until we officially, I think, close for a defender. And then I think we're just pretty much immediately going to ship him out to Sampdoria on loan. And yeah, I think it depends if we get rid of Gabbia, we may also bring in 2 defenders potentially, but that's also a little bit of an extreme rumor. I think also the fitness of Kier plays a role in that because we have to see if whatever Kier can physically do by the start of the season may also tell us that we need to bring in like 2 defenders and not just 1. So I think it's kind of like a shuffle right now, and they're still being tested in the preseason. So we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. In chat here, nobody in chat is saying, yeah, let Kier leave. Everybody thinks that Kier should stay.
Yeah.
Welcome, CDK, Listano Arch. Thank you. If you're new here, I haven't seen you before, subscribe and like and
turn on notifications. Roy, also, we didn't remind anyone. Guys, please like the video. We only have, we have a good amount of likes, so we can get much, much more likes based on who is here. So please like it up because it helps us with the algorithm. Really appreciate that. And also turn on notifications too, because we stream almost every day, so you guys don't want to miss our streams. So please be engaged in the channel, and we really appreciate you guys being here.
Guys, we have 33 likes to get to 100. Come on, let's do it, guys. We can do it together. Dai, Forza Milan, facciamolo insieme, campioni. Let's get it. 100 likes, 33 to go. Click that like button, guys, like your life depends on it. Gavin says, I don't think Kier is leaving. I think it's just rumors. Right now, it's just rumors. That's why we haven't been really reporting this, because it just seems like rumors for some reason. Gabriel Slonina, goalkeeper, went to Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano. Okay, there you go.
Yep.
Kier is not a starter anymore. Good third choice. Does he want to be a third choice? That's a question. Put Maldini back in center back. Maldini would be great. If Gabbia leave, Milan would need 2 players for the defense, one to replace Romagnoli, one to replace Gabbia. And that's what they're saying. Tanganga and Diallo could be possibly those 2 players. Diallo, though, has got a really big fat paycheck, so they got to. I don't know how that is going to work out because he gets a lot of money.
PSG is insane. Like, I don't know how do they do it, man? Like, how can they be paying Diallo, who's a bench player who doesn't really play much, like that? The amount of money they pay him is just unbelievable.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! This is interesting. Purtroppo statisticamente è successo solo 2 volte nella nostra storia che abbiamo fatto doppietta di scudetti. So only twice in our history we have won 2 scudettis in a row. 05-06, 07-00, sorry, 91-92. Sorry.
1905.
Sorry. 06-07 and 92-93. These are the only 2 times that Milan has won two scudettis in a row. And let's make it a 3rd time this year. How about that? Let's make it a 3rd time this year. Guys, by the way, Anwar is going to do a watch party in our Discord for Ibrahimovic's movie. So Anwar, let us know what time you're doing that watch party, guys, and we're going to be all in the Discord, the AC Milan Discord. If you want to put in the link, Anwar, of the Discord and tell us what time the Ibrahimovic watch party is, and guys, let's go all together and watch the Ibrahimovic video or movie all together as a AC Milan Rossoneri family.
Yeah. Hey, Roy. I just saw the.
You set it up, Anwar. Tell us.
On the Instagram for AC Milan, they posted the goal of the month nominees, and this month we scored some nice goals. Like I'm just looking at them right now on all of our friendlies. Giroud against Colm, both of his goals were nice. Messias, Leao's chip, and a bunch of other preseason goals that look honestly really beautiful. So hopefully our finishing is just like this in the Serie A, even though it's going to be much more difficult. I hope we start off strong against Udinese. It's going to be a tough match.
Yeah. No, we've been looking pretty good in the preseason. Obviously, we haven't played some big teams. Some people think that it's just a waste that we're not playing with big teams, so not really testing the players. But it looks like we're doing well. I mean, we have some big games coming up. Guys, we have 5 crazy games coming up. Udinese, a team that we've always struggled against because of the way they play. Hopefully this year won't be like that. Sassuolo, a team that, in the beginning of the season, always strong. Atalanta, one of the big teams in Italy. Then Bologna, always a tough cookie. And then Inter, the 5th day, the derby. 90 against 90. Ketelaere against Lukaku. So we have to start strong. Roy, what are your thoughts, if any, that Inter, Napoli, and Milan would lose 1 million in Champions League money? Should Benfica qualify for group stage? What is this all about? I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Wait. Oh, is this saying that if Benfica make the group stage of the Champions League, we technically lose a bit of money because it has to be distributed to Benfica? I'm not sure. I haven't heard this before. But that's interesting. Oh, yeah, maybe I may have heard some rumors about this based on TV rights and who gets more money, because I think Benfica would cut into ours, but I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know what this is all about, so I'm not really sure. We need to win the first 6 games. Yes, 100%. Chukwuemeka fee was 50 million plus add-ons. Fair price. Yeah, I think his wages are probably, I don't know if the rumors were true. When we were after Chukwuemeka, one of the things about him were his wages. He was asking some crazy wages. I don't know can we find out what his wages are?
With Chelsea, I'll look. I don't know if they're released yet, though.
Okay, yeah. We'll find out. Anwar, you tell us. Set up the time, and who will be there will be there. So you tell us. But guys, we're going to watch the Ibrahimovic movie in our Discord. Anwar, the owner of the Discord, is going to be streaming it. All right, guys, if you have not, guys, we're going to go to the last segment of the day. We're going to be talking about Il Capitano Calabria and what we think about this. Calabria has been nominated the captain of next season, officially. So let's check it out. Calabria capitano della prossima stagione, ufficiale la decisione di Pioli. Official, Pioli decides that Calabria is going to be the captain. Nessuna novità, dato che Rossonero aveva vestito la fascia già nell'annata passata dopo l'infortunio di Chiar e Romagnoli. No, nothing new. He is going to be the captain of the team, and there was also a little video of them. Well, first of all, our jersey looks too good, man. It looks so freaking cool. With the Scudetto right there in the middle, and those stripes there, the tricolore, the stripes, it looks too good. So I'm digging it. Guys, what do you think in chat? Is Calabria the captain of AC Milan? Does he deserve to be the captain? Should we put faith in Calabria? Do you think he's going to have a great season? In preseason, he's been looking pretty good, actually. He's having some really nice assists. He had a great assist for Leao, the goal that Leao scored. He had a great assist to Messias. A great assist to Messias. When Messias chested the ball down, put it into space, and then crossed it in the middle for Giroud. So looking good right now. Let me know what you guys think in chat. Is Capitan Calabria, are we going to call him Il Capitano? Is he going to be the captain, or is he going to have the future of Romagnoli? Is Kalulu going to take his spot? If a player like Indica comes to AC Milan and we find out that we cannot have this guy sit on the bench, so Indica has to play, Tomori will play, are we going to sacrifice Kalulu, or are we going to sacrifice Calabria? Which one? So I'm curious to know what you guys think. I think this is going to be a very interesting season for Calabria, because last season he didn't finish the season strongly. He did not finish the season strongly, so he definitely needs to step it up. Hopefully this is the season that he just confirms himself as a badass player, and he can also put his name into the national team there and become a steady player for the national team. So let me know what you guys think. We'll go to chat in a second. I want to know what Antonio thinks first, and then we'll go to chat.
I'm sorry, I was actually just looking for Chukwuemeka's transfer or his information, and I found that he's going to be sold for 15 million pounds, I think, plus add-ons. So a lot of money, I think up to at least 20 million pounds. And I haven't found his exact wage demand. So can you please repeat that, the last question you were asking? And you're muted, by the way. I can't hear you.
Well, Calabria. Do you think Calabria is a worthy captain of this team going into the next season?
Yeah, I think the real captain of the team is Ibrahimovic, like in the locker room. But I think in terms of like in our starting 11, it makes sense to have Calabria. Even though he's young, he still has, he's Italian. He's been with us, in the youth system. And he's really been with us for the longest out of any of those players. So I think based on loyalty, he deserves it. Maybe an older player like Simon Kjaer, if he does play, can get it. But, I think it's definitely, and look at our starting 11, Magnan, a lot of those French players in the back, Tomori, like they haven't been here long enough, I would say, to be the captain. So Calabria is definitely like red and black to the core. And even maybe Tonali in the future I can see being a good captain. But for now, Calabria is he's earned it. So
Nice. Guys, he's been in the club for 19 years. 19 years, this guy has only worn one shirt, and it is the AC Milan shirt. This guy's blood is literally red and black. So, I think he deserves it, because this season he proved that he was just more of an average right back, and I'm proud of him. Of course, Davide has been last season captain, to be honest.
Nathan's attacking me. I don't know why, but I honestly don't know why. But anyways, hey guys, breaking news. So someone in the chat said this earlier, but Milan Maldini has once again met with Sesko's agent from RB Salzburg, and apparently Chelsea, Man United, and Milan are right now looking at this player a lot. So this could be a potential striker in the future. I don't think that we're getting him this summer, but in the future, unless he is a Mr. X. That'd be a crazy mercato.
Yeah, and really interesting and funny thing that the president of, what team does he play in? Leipzig, right? He plays in Leipzig.
Red Bull Salzburg.
Yeah, he said, he told, and this is true, guys, I'm not making this up. He literally said this. He told this to Manchester United. He said, if you want Sesko, you have to give us Bruno Fernandes and 350 million. That is what he said. That is crazy. Anyway, regarding Calabria, Any Maniac says, yeah, I trust Calabria. Ricky says, life is really good for Calabria so far, from Primavera to senior team to starter to champion, now Capitano. What a crazy journey. What a journey. Give the budget to Florenzi. Guys, we also have Florenzi. What a player at Florenzi. What a defensive line we have, guys. Our defensive line is too good to be true. If Milan miss out on Sanchez, who will Milan sign then? Well, obviously not Chukwuemeka, because he's gone to Chelsea. Veretout was one of the players that we were talking about. Who else? The Aston Villa midfielder, the Brazilian guy that we're talking about. Fratesi, another player that we're talking about. Let's see, maybe Fratesi is a possibility. Why? Because Roma is getting Wijnaldum and Matic, so that means, and Frattesi was being linked to Roma the most. It was almost sounded like it was a done deal, but since Roma is getting Matic and they're going in for Wijnaldum, if they get these two players, I don't think they're going to go for Frattesi, because Frattesi is a double pivot player. Roma plays with a double pivot. Matic and Wijnaldum are for that double pivot, so maybe Frattesi, maybe Veretout, maybe Douglas Luiz, I believe his name was. These were the names that were being, bounced around in the ether. We'll see what happens. Sanchez right now, we're still going in strong for Sanchez, so let's see what happens with Sanchez. I don't care. I would sacrifice Calabria and keep Kalulu. He had an amazing season, and he's still growing and getting better. There you go. He's also the player with most appearances in our team, came through the U system, has charisma. If not him, who? True. He deserves it. Okay, guys, let's stream the game. Okay, guys, in 1 hour, so 1 hour from now, which is exactly at 11 a.m. Pacific time, join our Discord. Anwar is going to be streaming the Ibrahimovic movie, so we're going to have a watch party over there. Join the Discord. I think Anwar put the link in the chat, and let's do it, guys. Let's see what Ibrahimovic's story is like. Nathan, Antonio's still spreading that his anti-Italian nonsense.
I don't know why I didn't say that, but
Me and Nathan are a team. We are a team. We are a team. We support the cause, the Italy cause. Juve number 9 hasn't scored any goals this preseason, right? Yeah, Vlahovic has had a very poor season so far, preseason. Just need for anyone interested to join the Discord server. Yeah, guys, join the Discord server, and we're doing a watch along. Emmanuel, I totally agree, especially if we get Indica. Yeah, let's hope we do get Indica. Thank God Romagnoli is gone. Davide Bandiera, RossonARI Grande Capitano. All right, Carlo is going to be there. Bianconeri, we have a Juventus fan in our midst. What's up? Nobody likes Allegri ball, but he usually wins. I don't know, man. Allegri ball is too exaggerated, I think. I think it's too exaggerated. He needs to change something. This is our only chance to get Indica. He will be too expensive. Yes, it is our only chance. We need to get this done today, right now, in this right minute. What are they waiting for? You saw how Chukwuemeka, in 1 day from the other, just Chelsea got him. Same thing will happen with Indica, so we need to get Indica right away. We cannot be waiting. Do you think Ziyech will still join this summer? At this point, I say no, but it depends who you ask. According to the reports, I would say no. Guys, where are we with the likes? How many likes are we at?
85.
Guys, 15 more likes. Come on, we can do it. Let's do it. 15 more likes, and we reach today's quota. Let's go, guys. If you have not yet smashed the like button, what are you waiting for? Even the Juventino, Bianconeri 70, smash that like button. What are you waiting for?
Yep.
Since it's a movie, everyone needs to be muted, quiet. Yeah, no talking during the movie. Antonio's been wishy-washy when talking about every Italian so far. So sad, to be honest.
What do you mean? You want me to say that Mancini is the next Zlatan Ibrahimovic or something? Like, what do you expect me to say? Tonali's fantastic. Calabria's good. I don't know. Like, what else do you want to say?
Yeah. Douglas Luiz is a good player, good at ball progression and interceptions, but need to work on his tackling. He gets a lot of fouls. Okay. Amnor Krunic or Lucas says Ziyech is trash. All right. I really don't see Juve doing well this year. I think they are going to be competitive, but let's see. I think Milan is still going to be kicking ass, taking numbers left and right. But Juve, Inter, Roma also. Guys, Roma's market is pretty freaking good, guys. Matic, Wijnaldum, I don't know if Wijnaldum is official yet, but it looks like it will be. Belotti, Dybala, Spinazzola is back. Add that to who they have already. Abraham, Pellegrini, Zaniolo, Cristante, whoever, all those players they have. So it's going to be a competitive season. This is going to be one of the most competitive seasons that we will witness in many years. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great season. Going to have a lot of fun. All right, guys, where are you at with the likes? Come on, we got to get to 100.
92.
8 more likes, guys. 8 more likes. Let's do it, guys. Per il Milan. Let's do it Let's do it in memory of all the goals this man has scored for us and all the celebrations that he has made us celebrate. Here we go. Il Pippo Inzaghi, guys. Do it for Pippo. La Roma è sull'onda dell'entusiasmo, sicuramente lotteranno con noi e l'Inter per lo scudetto, 100% d'accordo. Yes, Roma is very, very, there's a lot of enthusiasm there. So, also, watch out for Napoli. And watch out for Lazio. Nobody's talking about Lazio. Nobody's talking about Lazio. Lazio is going into this season with zero pressure because everybody has already decided that Lazio is going to suck. So watch out for Lazio too.
So right, all the top 6 teams can win the Scudetto. You're saying,
I would say there's some teams that are going to that have a better possibility. I'm just saying that Lazio is going to be there and cause chaos. Could potentially cause chaos, or maybe not. I'm not saying Lazio can win the Scudetto. I'm not putting them in that category. For me,
I think. Go ahead.
The Scudetto category is Inter, Milan, and Juve, possibly Roma.
Honestly, I think most of the teams in the Serie A can give us problems on any given day. So it just like all the teams are challenging. So I'm cautious about every team because you can lose to Spezia because of like refereeing or because of whatever if you don't play at your top. Lazio, they have some dangerous players every year. So yeah, of course, I'm aware. I think that in terms of Serie A title challengers right now, it's just the top 3 of Juventus, Inter, and Milan. But Roma is pretty much solidifying top 4 potentially, so it's looking good.
Okay, guys. First of all, guys, we need to get to 100, so make sure you smash that like button. Anwar is going to share the link, but I want to get to the voting poll. So we asked in the chat, what position will CDK play? Most of you have voted as a cam. 39% out of 231 votes said cam. Right wing 26%, center forward 8%, all of the above 27%. Guys, if you have we had 230 people vote and less than 100 people like. What the hell is going on? Let's get those likes up. Are we at 100?
Not yet.
Yes? No?
No, 95.
Let's get to 95 more likes. Come on, guys. Let's do it. Forza Milan. Facciamolo per il Milan. Monza is going with less pressure also. They're doing a great mercato. They're doing a great mercato, so I'm going to be expecting a lot from Monza. We need to defend the Scudetto and reach the last 16 qualifiers in UCL. Otherwise, there will be no improvement from last year heroics. Guys,
98 likes.
2 more likes to go. Come on, guys. Facciamolo per il Milan. Two mass.
99.
One more, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, one more. Let's do it. I think Roma are going to have a season similar to when Milan assembled a couple of mediocre players, including Bonucci, and thought we've arrived. That is possible. Roma's objective is top 4 this year. Nothing more. Anything more than that is going to be good. Everything less than that is a failure, according to what they set up as far as their objectives every year. Mourinho has a 3-year project. First year was to get into Europe, and they did it because the year prior, they got lucky they got in the Conference League because that's when the Conference League started to exist. But the year prior, they didn't make it into Europe up until the Conference League was created. They won the Conference League. They made it into the top 6. Now they want to make the top 4. But watch out for Napoli because Napoli has one of the most players in the world right now, and his name is Vicha Kvaratskhelia. Mamma mia, che giocatore. Che giocatore. I wish he was at Milan, but we'll see a lot of entertainment from Napoli as well. Galliani said lately that his regrets were not signing Del Piero. Milanista at heart, he was rejected first by Juve and Cristiano Ronaldo. Wow, I remember the Cristiano Ronaldo thing. I never knew about the Del Piero thing. Sorry for the memory.
We've hit it, by the way.
There you go, guys. We hit the 100 like quota. Thank you, everybody. You guys are the best. And if you have not, subscribe. Per il Milan, ragazzi. Facciamolo per il Milan. Sorry for the memories moment. I remember like yesterday the goal of Pippo, Milan Ajax 2003. I was 11 years old. I was crying on the couch. And in the moment, the legend. One more time, guys. One more time. Kostic, Paredes, and Raspadori will lose to win the Scudetto comfortably. The Juventus fan is very confident. I'll be honest with you, man. With that coach, I wouldn't be so confident. But maybe you guys are going to do well. Hopefully, you guys are going to finish in the top 4. I'll give you that. I don't see any team making massive improvements from last season. The league is all in Milan hands. Milan has a responsibility to get that second star. I want to ask the chat something, and you, Antonio. Is our priority this year to put all... Well, aside from we have to go through the group stages, 100%. There's no doubt about that. But once we have passed the group stages, what is the priority? Trying to go all the way in the Champions League or getting that second star before Inter? Antonio, what would you say? And chat, let me know.
Yeah, so my headset, once again, I have some technical difficulties. It cut out at the end, but I think I knew where you were going with this. And to answer that, I think we cannot expect to win the UCL this year. So based on, us improving every season, we should be aiming to get at least 86 points like we got this year. We should be at least in that range to fight for the Scudetto again, and that is a trophy that's much more feasible for us to win. So I agree with some people in the chat. It looks like as a Milan fan and as a club, we need to try to retain the title and win another trophy, because now we have to win at least a trophy we should aim for every year. Then for the UCL, definitely passing that group stage, but I don't think that we should the thing with us is we have the depth so that we can potentially put a competitive team out in both competitions now, which is key. So we should, of course, we're not going to give up on the UCL, but we shouldn't be expecting to win it. So I don't think that we're going to have to dump all of our players in only one competition. I think that we're going to be able to kind of field competitive 11s for both, ideally, and we just test our luck and our ability against the best teams in Europe. So that should just kind of be that's kind of like a plus, in my opinion, if we do very well.
Yeah. Gio, what's up, Gio? He says Scudetto, Coppa Italia, and out of the group stages. I don't care about the Coppa Italia, but Scudetto and out of the group stages, I'm all on board. If we can also get the Coppa Italia, or how I like to call it, the Mickey Mouse Cup, I'm happy about that. That'll be a great season. But that second star, guys, I'll buy that shirt. And if we win the second star, we'll definitely do something for the members where they can win some shirts, a shirt for the second star shirt. Hopefully we get it, guys. Hopefully we get that second shirt. And my favorite title to Roy La Coppa Italia. For me, the second star is more realistic. Need to get second star before Inter. Afterwards, we can look for UCL. Yeah, guys, it's time. That second star is time. Aim for the second star and go as far as we can in the Champions League. Yeah, I think we agree. First priority is keeping the Scudetto, 100%. The 20 for sure. 100. Should we keep Lazetic or loan him out? If Renato arrives, who will move? Baka, Krunic, Pobega. If Ziyech comes, then Brahim Alexis will move. I don't know what's going to happen with Lazetic, but we will find out. If Renato arrives, my guess is Bakayoko, since we own Krunic and we own Pobega, and we are in the process of giving Pobega a new contract. Big pay rise for Pobega actually coming up. So my guess is Bakayoko. If Ziyech comes, my guess is Brahim Diaz, because if one of these two were to leave, because we own Alexis, he belongs to AC Milan, while Brahim Diaz is still on loan. So I don't know. We shall see what happens, guys. As soon as we have some very, very concrete news, we will know. Guys, we got Red Devil Studio in the house. What's up, my man? Looking forward to the Serie A preview. Roy, maybe if I predict Milan to win again. Yes, sir. Red Devil, tell us when is the preview, guys. I'm going to be on the Red Devil Studio. He's going to be doing... Guys, by the way, go to Red Devil Studio. Click the subscribe button. Great Manchester United content, and also just a great channel too, and also does a lot of lives and has a lot of people there too. So tell us when the preview is, and we'll definitely do that.
Hey Roy, I was on Red Devil's channel yesterday, and I want to say I love defending Milan and talking about Milan with all like the Premier League fans. It's always fun. And I will say, if I'm invited to that, I would also love to be a part of that prediction video as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I gladly take the second star and get to the UCL quarterfinals at least. We need that second star for Europe to start respecting us again. Ah, man, that second star would be too good. Let's see, guys. Long road to go. I wouldn't mind losing Diaz because, in my opinion, he was disappointing last year. Well, hopefully this year he can bring up his game. All right, guys. So, order of the day. We're going to do. We're going to watch the Ibrahimovic movie on the Discord. That is going to start in 45 minutes. So in 45 minutes, guys, join the Discord. We're going to be watching the Ibrahimovic movie. So don't forget to join the Discord. The link is in the chat. And also, both Antonio and I, next Tuesday, I think the Serie A match is next Saturday, I believe. So there you go, guys. Next Tuesday, we're going to be on Red Devil Studio, and we're going to be talking about what we think of the Serie A. We're going to be talking about all the teams, starting from the bottom team to the first team. We're going to have a very in-depth discussion about the Serie A. So join us for that stream. That is going to be a lot of fun. Antonio will be there for us, too. So, guys, go and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. A great friend of the channel and great guy. Just great guy.
We need to do more Premier League. Honestly, we have to set up a Prem fan versus Roy debate because if some other fans hear Roy's opinion sometimes, like, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be chaos.
I have been kind to the Premier League, but ever since in our WhatsApp groups chat, there's some guys that are just too cocky about it. I'm not holding back anymore. Is it in Italian? Yes, it is in Italian with English subtitles. Guys, once again, we are going to be watching that in 45 minutes, so join us in the Discord. Guido Meloni, Signor Meloni, Antonio's father, says, if we're playing like this, we'll win triplets. La tripletta. Mamma mia, ragazzi. Speriamo. Sarebbe bello. All right, guys. Is there anything new that has come out since we've been in this last 15 minutes? Any new breaking
we talked
news?
about Chukwuemeka. Unfortunately, that happened. Let me just check this out. I don't see anything else super major. I think the Ketelaere is still in Casa Milan unless there's been any updates with that. Let me just check. But, I think he's still doing all of that, getting his media stuff done. So, good news, for sure. Pretty relaxing day, I would say.
Yeah. So here we have this new article that came out, again, about Sanchez. Right now, the hot news is Sanchez. Right now, this is what it looks like the club is going after for. The French media are stating that the 24-year-old did not participate in the Lille training session, like we said before, scheduled for this afternoon, while Pedulla adds that the RossonARI
Hey, Roy, I don't know if this is just me, but I think your mic cut out. Let me just check to make sure. I just heard your voice cut out there. Oh, now I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. I'm back. All right, guys, I was reading. I'll read it again. The French media are stating that the 24-year-old did not participate in Lille's training session, and that RossonARI management had been in talks with Jorge Mendes. Despite the competition from Paris Saint-Germain, the Portuguese international, Milan has not given up, considering him for months to be amongst their top targets. There is an agreement with Lille over a transfer fee that is less than 20 million, given there is now under a year until his contract expires. And the report concludes by stating, the clue of absence leads us to think that the situation may finally be unblocked. So meaning that he was not at training means something has moved. Whether it is for us or PSG, we're going to find that in the upcoming days.
Hopefully we get this player.
What do you think? Will CDK join the training? Yes, tomorrow CDK is scheduled to join the training tomorrow. By the way, Milan was on holiday for Monday and Tuesday. Milan resumes training tomorrow, and according to what we know, CDK will be in training tomorrow. Roy, when are you getting the new PC, guys? When we get more super chats and more stickers and more members, that's when we can upgrade our equipment. But up until then, guys, I want to thank everybody that has been here with us today. I really appreciate everybody's presence. The Milan community is growing, the channel is growing, so I'm very grateful for all of you guys. And guys, smash that damn like button. What are you waiting for? We got to 100. But
Yep.
we can always do better. I think the next in a month, the next goal will be 150. What do you think, Antonio?
I think that's reasonable. That's reasonable. And also, because we're going to keep growing, we should be hopefully streaming doing a watch along party for the Vicenza game on Saturday. So look out for that. And also, I want to say, guys, make sure to hit the notification bell because the YouTube algorithm is always being weird with us. So look forward to that. And final thing is on Wednesday night, which is tomorrow night, in the U.S. time, I will be doing an open live, and what that means is, so it depends on the organization because now we have a lot more viewers, so we gotta see if I'll limit the amount of people at a time that can go onto the panel and discuss, debate, and talk about Milan. But you guys will have the opportunity to come on and share your take, hopefully. So we'll see what happens with that. But that should be tomorrow night, casual stream with less. With more of other people's opinions on there. So look out for that as well.
Absolutely. Mr. Genius, really appreciate you. Thank you very much. And you're welcome here. You're part of the family. You'll just don't... No, never, Aaron. Don't worry about that. You guys should get Nicolo Schida and talk. Maybe, yeah, we can. Maybe we can. Let's see. Maybe we can get... Man, what if we get Pellegatti? Huh? Let's get Pellegatti. Let's get Pellegatti here. All right, so guys, that's all we have for you today. I'll say this one more time. In literally 20 minutes, there's going to be a watch party in our Discord. So go to the Discord. We're going to be watching the Ibrahimovic movie. It is in Italian with English subtitles, but it's going to be quite interesting. So join us there. Last chat. I think Sanchez will join AC Milan because Leo and Magnan have been persuading him to join. And also, if he did want to go to PSG, then the deal would have been completed. So I'm not worried. There you go. There you go. All right, guys. Having said that, everybody, appreciate you. Forza Milan. Forza Milan, like always. Let's get that second star. Let's see what tomorrow brings. It should be an interesting day tomorrow as well. And guys, have a great afternoon, morning, and night, wherever you are around the world. Please don't forget to smash the like button on your way out and click that subscribe button and the notification bell. All right, Antonio, thank you so much. Really appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you, Roy. I love being here, and also I love interacting with this awesome community that keeps on growing every single day. So really appreciate it.
All right, awesome. All right, guys, thank you very much. Oh, right. Before we keep on going, I don't know if Eastbourne is here. We do have a Serie A fantasy. We actually have a RossonARI TV Serie A fantasy league. But Eastbourne is in charge of that, so we'll get that information for you guys soon.
Hey guys, well, one thing, I think in the future we should be posting more information about the Serie A fantasy in the Discord and make it more accessible to all the viewers.
Yeah.
But we're gonna work on that, so look out for those next videos.
We'll put it on the Discord. That's a good idea. All right, guys. Having said that, we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day wherever you are. Arrivederci, ciao, and Forza Milan.
Vincerai, non ti lasci